Okay. Also, I figure flashbang. I figure I read this too. And then we get to the animation shows. So this is the creator of TBATE, the beginning after the end. I'm gonna read all this real quick. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spare you guys because I know it's gonna get like crazy. Here, I'll just watch it over here. All right, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna spare you, motherfuckers. Okay. Now, because again, I dropped it beginning after the end. I'm not gonna read it. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. Maybe I should read it at some point in the future because I just feel so bad if I'm Zelen. That's why I'm gonna do it. Okay, it's my job. So maybe we'll have this posted on the other channel too. So we'll see. In regards to everything, with the anime adaptation of the beginning after the end, TBATE, having reached its third week, and bad Sakura Con approaching, I felt it necessary for me to speak up in hopes to quell any misunderstandings making their rounds. Let me guess. He didn't play a role in this at all. Not really. I want to, because what animator, or not so what animator, what author would want a dog shit depiction of, well, not even necessarily, you know, whoa. The anime isn't dog shit. It's just very subpar. Niggas who don't watch anime, they don't know what dog shit animation is. They have no idea. All right? Like the truly bad animes, right? The story is somewhat interesting. At the beginning, feels like Jobs reincarnation like a lot. But the animation itself isn't necessarily bad. It's just very subpar. It's lower, like a tier lower than average isekai animation, right? And that's saying something. That's not good. It's not even close to being good. On a scale, let's say 1 to 10, it's like a 5. 5 is subpar. It's subpar at best. It's not bad animation, but bad animation is like season 2 of Tower of God. Now we're getting to the 4s and below. Fuck y'all. For that, fuck y'all. Like, seriously, fuck y'all. Okay. Average isekai. Bro, the Berserk 2016 was a 3 or 2. No, it was a 2. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all know what bad is. People say it's bad. It's not bad. This right here. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, bro. Like, come on. And you think the author wanted that to happen? Please. Okay, let me just, from the top. With the anime adaptation, the beginning after the end, TBATE, having reached its third week at SakuraCon and SakuraCon approaching, I felt necessary for me to speak up in hopes to quell any misunderstandings making their rounds. I want to start by thanking all of you. Things have gone loud, for lack of a better word, and I sincerely was touched by the heartfelt messages I received. It means a lot to me that throughout the near decade of writing TBATE, the story has amassed such a passionate fan base. Coming from a time where I was sitting in a corner of the backstory of a cafe, writing the novel by myself, for myself, it's obvious just how large TBATE has gotten. I'm no longer just responsible for myself, but for my team members, the partners associated with my work, as well as my readers. Still on that J.K. Rowling level, son. Where's your one napkin? In the streets of England. The whole story. Not all yet, but that makes sense, though. Obviously, I don't know the story, so I can't appreciate it fully, but if I read the stories in the Corrigan channel, then okay, we'll preach in the future. And with each iteration of TBATE, and with each iteration of TBATE, where more and more people are involved, comes its own unique set of challenges and intricacies. The anime adaptation has been a huge learning experience, a huge learning. It's called a learning experience, right? Collaborating with an industry with so many different people across TBATE, Studio, ACAT, and Crunchyroll, who all bring their own unique vision of what TBATE the anime could be. At the end of the day, there will always be a creative difference in the room, clearly. But I really do believe that everyone is coming at it with their best effort and intentions. Best intentions, possibly. Best efforts? I mean, if that's the case, then you got the C team, son. Not the B team, not the A team, or the Super S team. All right? You don't have the Suicide Squad. You don't got the Expendables. You got the C team, son. You got the junior varsity cats in a high school doing your work. Not even the varsity team, not a college team, not a G League team, not an NBA team, not even a low one. You have junior varsity high school kids doing your shit. It's not again, he's being very cordial about it because obviously he's working with different studios here. He's working with TBATE and Studio ACAT and Crunchyroll and so on. So he's trying to make sure that he's not burdening any of these bridges because, well, maybe he does take it as a genuine learning experience, but in a way of, we're not going to do this again. We are not going to have my story be produced in such a way where the quality is this watered down. But I digress. We're trying to read between lines here. I learned in the anime industry, it's very rare for the creator to have a say in decide. What I say? Kubo is one of the rare few, I suppose, because of Thousand Blood War. I digress. You give the rights over to make the animation, and then or make the anime, and then that's pretty much it, I think. But either way, I learned in the anime industry, it's very rare for the creator to have a say in deciding the ins and outs when it comes to the inception of an anime. This was a growing point for me since I was so used to having control over everything regarding the beginning after the end. After all, for the novel, I am the one writing it. For the comic, I oversee every single round. When TBATE was optioned for an anime, I realized there were millions of moving parts before production could even begin. Oftentimes, the best product are an amalgamation of passion, hard work, and luck from a strong and dedicated team. But as with anything you love, whether it's your pet, your story, or even your child, when faced with challenges, you don't wish for it to be gone and have a do-over. You support it through difficult times and push it up so that it can become something that you can cherish because of all the trials and tribulations you've overcome together. So, saying that effectively that him wanting a do-over, like a remake of TBATE anime, there's an anime for TBATE right now. I guess his hope is that maybe in the future, as they learn and grow, the animation quality will get better, the writing will improve, and on the anime side of things, the execution will improve, and then more fans will come as they make improvements as their child develops, okay? Or this iteration of their child. That to me is naive because we've seen very rarely does an anime get better as the show progresses. That's very rare. If the fan base isn't there, they're not locked in. Let's say the budget's too high per scene, or episode, I should say. Whatever the reasons, normally it's very, very hard, I think, for an anime to really get that sort of love. Particularly if it's on, let's say, a flagship series, like, let's say, Toei and One Piece, or Mappa and JJK, or Demon Slayer, or or Ufotable and Fate, or Demon Slayer, right? These are like flagship series. So all folks say there's no TBATE anime, just a rumor. TBATE ain't no I mean, then again, to be fair, who the fuck is Studio ACAT? What? Like, who? Who? Okay, let me just read. Oh shit. Uh, when we first adapted TBATE into a webcomic, it was just me and Fuyuki23 along with our editors. At the time, because of the limited resources, we were only able to put out episodes that were roughly 30 to 50 panels long, which was considered well below the industry standard. Complaints came about this, but in the end, the support that it ultimately garnered allowed our team to grow and to be able to improve despite the obstacles that came our way. As the author of TBATE, one who has spent 10 years writing almost 2 million words for the story, I hope you'll believe me when I say that I want nothing but the best for the story. Whatever feelings you have for the anime, I am thankful for all the people behind the scenes who have given me this opportunity, and I'm thankful for all of you for helping make this happen in the first place. You've stuck through TBATE at its highs and lows, and so I ask for your support now. Please continue being the rock that gave TBATE the time and chance to be where it is today. I'm not asking you to like something you don't, but please be respectful and set an example in the vast ocean that is the internet. Strong, brave, courageous, but wishful. Very wishful thinking right there. Internet, please, be easy on it. Too late, bro. Chibi already dropped the video. Oof. Yikes. And none of the anime reaction cats are doing extra to it. Ooh. Oh. Whoo, man. Tough. TUFF, baby. Many creators think that their fan base is a double-edged sword. But as the one who is fortunate to be wielding the sword, I know that, well, in the case of anime, you're not, because again, you don't have the creation for how it's produced, but whatever, that makes sense. I know that it is all starts with acknowledging and respecting both blades. Every decision I make regarding TBATE, I make with the intention of respecting myself and all of the time and tears I spend writing it, respecting those supporting me in an unfamiliar industry, and respecting you all in the hopes that whatever is made could be something you like. I'm only human after all. I'm only human, and not every one of my decisions may play out perfectly, but believe me when I say that I respect you, my fans, for your dedication and support of TBATE. Boom. And I'm still very much going to SakuraCon, and I can't wait to meet those who can make it so I can share a small special announcement with you all. Okay. So that is the author. What's his name again? Turtle Me. Boom, yeah. So that's Turtle Me, the author of TBATE, and his thoughts on the ongoing anime controversy. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of hopium. There's a lot of copium there, I think, with the idea that, hey, in the future, his series will be better. But at the same time, I can understand why he has a message like that. Because it's not just going to be the fans that see this. It's also going to be the industry heads and leaders that are also going to see this as well. Keep that in mind, that if the author starts going apeshit online saying, "This fucking sucks. I can't believe you did my baby like that. How could you?" There could be a very good chance here that studios that see this, like, you know what? Nah, chief. Nah. We ain't gonna work with you anymore. And matter of fact, even all this webtoon shit outside, let's say, Solo Leveling, if that's how they feel right now, then what is the point of even thinking the risk could go any further? If the author feels that way. I don't know if the author of Tower God said anything about Tower God Season 2, but I'm pretty sure they didn't. Or if they did, it was in the same vein too. Because again, you have to make sure the adult thing to do is not to just lash out, but to understand that there are games being played here, and it's all about the game and how you play it. He's pulling some Triple H shit, and he's trying to learn how to play the game. Studio Cat's trash, but if they're the only studio that wants to work on doing TBATE, then what options does he have? The only other option could be maybe in, let's say, 5 to 10 years, if he does have an outlash now, the hope would be to have another studio do a reboot of it, and then that studio could then give it justice, and that's the hope here. But there's no guarantees of that. You're banking on something for the far future, and you're hoping. Right now, he can only just rely on the quality of Studio ACAT to improve to where in the future they do get better, and the story will get better in the future. Anime Office outing themselves. Shake my head. Not Office. Anime out. What? Anime Olies outing themselves. Shake my head. The entire aura of the manga was gone. Music, animation, color scheme felt like it was slice of life. Fights, 3D could have been used to the budget to blow the. True, but again, think about it from his point of view for the future. What other studio is going to ever work on the beginning after the end? The only thing that would work is if he made his own studio. If he, Turtle Me, made his own studio to then guarantee, put a lot of money, a lot of time, get the right people, right? Get the platform, get the voice actors, actresses, do all of these things to try and build his own studio to then hopefully guarantee quality animation for his story. But that's a lot of time to take away from, Chainsaw Man? Never mind. What I still applies, though. What I still applies. All right. $51,000, yo. Demand the cancellation and redo of TBATE Adaptation. $51,000. That's not bad. That ain't bad. Will it happen? No. Now we have the author himself saying what he just said, but it is fucking fascinating. I like it, bro. Is that a Decepticon? No, I thought it was a goddamn Decepticon logo on his palm. What the hell? Okay. Either way, 1,000. I keep on saying 1,000. The beginning after the end, fanboys and fangirls out there. If the anime doesn't improve, you should, let people know, hey, it's actually improving by a lot. And here's what they're doing. If it doesn't, then stick with them. Stick with the comic, bro. Just stick with the comic and be done with it. Because, man, the animation, again, it was a 5 out of 10 at best. It was subpar at best. On God. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm only human after all. Flashbang. I'm only human after all.